Hi guys, welcome back to our remote art lessons for week 3, and hello to all my 5th graders. Welcome to my home art studio, and let's go ahead and get this started. Let's turn this around, and here we go. Okay, so for the past 2 weeks we've been talking about the basic elements of art that we've talked about since you were in kindergarten. And last week we talked about line and color the week before. These are our elements, the tools of art. Over here, these are our principles of art. These are how we use the tools. Now, we talked about line and color, and this week we're going to focus on texture. Now, texture basically means the way something feels. Now, so if you can actually touch something and feel it, you feel its texture. So if I touch the table, this table feels very smooth. I touch my clothing, it's smooth. If I touch this bag of beads right here, it's very bumpy. If you touch slime, you can feel how slimy that's its word, its name is its texture. So when you can actually touch something and feel it, that's texture. Well, in art, to create art and to create something that's realistic or could be imaginary, but you want to have a texture, you have to use techniques to create visual texture. Now, visual texture is texture that you use prior knowledge of touching and sensory things to create a feeling in your imagination, your brain, in your eyes, so you can imagine what it feels like. So I have 2 posters here that have examples of visual texture. So if you could actually touch these objects, you would feel that texture, but since they're on this paper, it's visual texture. So this is smooth, rough, hard, those are supposed to be bricks, soft, woven, bumpy, lumpy, jagged, irregular, and ridged. Okay. This one actually has more. Rough, soft, sandy, bumpy, slick, prickly, pointy, flaky, scaly, woven, fluffy, funny, hairy, wet, you can actually feel when you're wet, and rocky. Now, for our project, we're going to be focusing on textures in nature. And I know a lot in 5th grade you've studied different biomes and different animals in their biomes. We were finishing up our animal mask, and with Miss Harris you were doing a social studies project. But right now we're going to focus on the textures of animals. So I'm going to show you some animal skins up close in these next few images. What you may have seen would be an alligator skin up close, a giraffe, elephant skin, all different types of animals were represented. Down below in the links, I will add those pictures that just flashed by so you can refer to them for your project. But I printed out this one so I could hold it up and show you, and there's crayon on my arm. Here we go. And this is a giraffe's skin or its fur up close. So when we look at this one, can you imagine touching it and how it might feel? You can see these little lines right in there that make it look like it has short, slick fur. But look at the pattern on it. This is what definitely, the pattern and the colors are what definitely tell us that this is a giraffe. Okay? Now, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing an animal skin or hide, however you want to say it, up close on your paper. So here's this giraffe picture that I looked at, and here is my sample. Until I put it upside down, oh, hold on, here we go. Oh, there we go. Here's my sample giraffe paper I made. Okay, this is a giraffe's hide up close. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be doing this fish skin right here that you see. I had to turn off my light so you could see it up close because it's on my phone. So here we go. I'm going to turn on the light so you can see me better. And I'm going to demonstrate how to do the fish skin that I just showed you. Or whatever one below pictures you want to do up close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use line and color together to create a visual texture. So fish skins, this fish's skin actually overlap and they make this. I'm just drawing curved lines like that, and then they repeat like this. And in each, whoa, that one went a little wonky, but that's okay. In each section is about that one's a little long, it happens. Okay. Okay. So there's my basis for my fish skin. Let me pull this back. Okay. Now this fish skin was some blues, so I'm going to use a white crayon and a dark blue and a green blue. Okay? Now each edge of this fish's skin scales were white, so I'm going to use this white crayon and do the edge. Okay, I know you can't see it right now, but when I have my other color, you can. Okay, then I'm going to do this lighter blue here, all the way in here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this darker blue and go right in here. And then maybe put a little hint around the edge. Okay? Now, I will do this same thing in each piece. Now, I'm not going to make you watch me draw the whole thing, so I'm going to do it and speed it up. Okay? Here we go. Oop, I'm working on here. Okay, so here's my fish scales up close. If it looks like if I laid my hand across it this way, it would definitely feel rough. This way it feels smooth because they're all laying down this way. Now, this is just an example of visual texture. And if you look at a fish scale up close, it's actually pretty beautiful. Now, this one, you can definitely tell I was rushing and speeding up my time so you could see it finished. Now, this I would say is rushed. This one, I definitely took my time, focused on the colors and the lines to make the texture. So even though this one, I think this one good, I think this one's better because of my craftsmanship. Now, I would love to see your animal skins or hide up close. I'd love to see them. So if you'd want to share them, take a picture, send an email to me at wyork@wcpss.net. You can join us on the MI office hours on the first page. Just click join from 2 to 3 every day and share them. Until then, stay safe and create, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.